The goal of the game is to avoid the country breaking into a civil war. The player achieves this by travelling from citadel to citadel and giving out codes that other cities have given them. Codes aren't just valuable as a method of peacekeeping, but they also form a cryptographic code that the player can use to complete the game. For example, on this screen here, the player has just entered a citadel, and there is an input at the bottom where the player should put in a valid code for that citadel, and at the top of the screen is the reward of the code that the player will receive if they enter a valid code. If the player enters a non-valid code, the player will have wasted time travelling there and will have to leave and try that code on another city, or search for an encounter where the player will have to travel horizontally along a 2D plane and is in the end rewarded with a single code. This is a very basic picture of the encounter screen where the player has to move just through a very simple environment, and at the end they will get a code. This wastes time, bringing the world closer to disaster, and the player cannot complete all of these if they wish to finish the game. The game is on a timer, which is depicted as a tree in the right hand side of the screen at all times. This tree will age and go into like a rotten version of itself the longer the game goes on. On the left hand side of the screen here you can see all of the codes that the player has so far unlocked in the game. You can see here that the player is selecting what citadels to go to by clicking on them, and then the player moves them slowly. However, if the player tries to move off of the path, the player is able to do so and might get to areas faster, but there's a chance for an encounter happening. Additionally, some encounters will randomly appear on certain roads or appear off the beaten tracks, and the player can decide whether it's worthwhile or not to seek them out and attempt to get bonus codes to try to figure out the solution. The player has to travel to new citadels because every time they use a citadel to get a new code or try to get a new code from it but enter in an invalid code, that city goes into rest and will not give another code until two other cities have successfully given the player codes. Equally, cities in the same faction will not receive each other's codes, meaning the player will have to use faction codes with other factions. All of the codes link together to make a cryptographic language, each symbol representing a number, and during the final bit of the game, the player has to answer a series of questions based off of these numbers and based off of the shapes, seeing if they understand and fully know what the hidden numerical value behind these shapes are.